Hello Aries, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your messages from Spirit reading for March 2020 for the sign of Aries. I hope you're well, Aries. So I am starting the reading by pulling a Spirit message card for you to see what the message is for the month. So what do we have, Angel Spirits Guide? What is the message for Aries for the month of March 2020? Okay. Oh wow, beautiful. We have serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let the past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Big message of you are bigger than the negative things that you might have experienced, you know? Beautiful. Okay, let's pull another spirit message card. What do we have, Angel Spirits Guides, for Aries for March 2020? What is the message that Aries needs to hear? Oh, yeah, build on solid ground. This is about understand your own ability to build solid ground. That could be in terms of career, that could be in terms of relationships. This is on build on things that you trust, but also trust your own ability, Aries, now. In terms of laying the foundation for future growth. Absolutely beautiful. I feel for some of you, between these two cards, there's something about a more stable time ahead, but this is about you. There's a build, there's a kind of action orientated word there, you know, and I feel for some of you that it is time to focus on something that is solid, rather than something that is not going to bring you long-term growth, long-term reward, you know. That could be in relationships, that could be in money and career, all of those kind of things. Okay, Angel Spirits Guides, what is the message for Aries, please, for March 2020? Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. We've got Dark Night of the Soul, Aries. Some of you could have been through a real tough period, but this says, you see what the words say underneath, life brings new meaning. You know, sometimes the tough experiences enable us to bring positive, solid change to our life, you know. I feel for some of you, you know, certainly with the serenity, you are bigger than the negativities that you've experienced. That is what you're being told here. Life has new meaning. This is understanding the lessons that you've learnt. But this is coming through the other side of that situation now, you know. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, Angel Spirits Guides, Archangels, what is the message for Aries, please, for March 2020? Thank you. We have peace, Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. It's beautiful. And I think some of you may have been through deep transformation even. Experiences, not necessarily easy, but I think for some of you, you're coming through the other side transformed, far stronger and more solid. bigger than the negativities that you've experienced now. Ready to build on solid ground. Laying the foundations for future growth, yeah. All is well, Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. It's all part of the picture. Hidden blessings. You might not be aware. You know, some of you might experience coincidence, things falling into place. And it's all part of the plan. You might not see the big picture here. But you're being told just to trust. Trust you. That there's something far more solid, stable, secure ahead. Okay. Okay. Aries. So, as usual, I pull 3 cards. So the first card is the issue or challenge you need help from Spirit on. The second card is the advice from Spirit. And the third card is the outcome should you follow that advice. It won't resonate for everybody. So just take what resonates with you. Okay. Now you might hear some wind going on in the background. I mean, the windows are completely closed, but we've had Storm Kira here for the last 2 or 3 days. It's horrendous, 90-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah, that is what that is, if you can hear it. So, okay, the issue or challenge you need help from Spirit on. We have the Page of Swords. Advice from Spirit. 2 of Swords. The outcome. The 4 of Swords. A lot of swords energy. Now the swords link with the mind. Okay. So angel spirits guides, can we get clarifiers for the cards that are on the table for Aries for March 2020, please? What do we have for Aries for March 2020? Now this is the Ghost Spirit Tarot deck, I think. Kind of thought it was appropriate given that we are doing spirit message readings. Okay. What do we have? Can we clarify the Page of Swords, please, for Aries? The issue or challenge they need help on in March 2020. What is the issue? Okay, we've got the 2 of Cups. Let's pull one more. 2 of Wands. Okay. 2 of Swords. This is the advice from Spirit. Wow, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Let's pull one more, Aries. Tower. You know, the Tower is Mars energy, so remember that when you see the Tower in your reading, you are ruled by Mars. So, you know, this is an energy that you understand how to cope with. So always remember that. And the 4 of Swords. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Queen of Swords is your outcome, Aries. Okay. Okay. So the issue or challenge you need help from Spirit on. We've got the Page of Swords here. Sometimes this can be difficult news or difficult truths that you need to deal with. So I feel that is probably quite true for you because we do have the 2 of Cups here. This is love. This could be a relationship, Aries. Difficult truths that you've had to deal with regard to a relationship of some kind. But here's the thing, you know, you're taking control. You're not down for long. 2 of Wands, you know, whatever has been emotional, you're getting to terms with. This is somebody who is allowing themselves to choose their path. You know, the Two of Wands can be at the crossroads where you're making a decision or choice. And it's Wands energy. It is to do with your power, your potential, your passions now. Where do you want your passions to lead you? It's a big message of follow your passions. This is somebody who is taking control. They have no fear in expanding into unknown territory. This is the young, very young Emperor. This is Mars in Aries. Taking action to the first step, first one or two steps actually, to expand their life now, to choose their path. And I feel it might well have been when you've gone through some difficulty in a relationship. I feel some of you are at a crossroads making clear decisions, choices. This is also saying that you're in a stronger position than you realise, because, you know, this Emperor energy is all about foundation. You have strong foundations beneath you. And that's why I'm feeling built on solid ground, because the solidity is from within as well. Yeah, you have the power from within to bring stability in your external world. This is somebody who has no fear in expanding into unknown territory, choosing their path. Now, sometimes you might be choosing between two opportunities here as well. Yeah. Two of Swords. This is when our emotions can sometimes cloud our judgment, when we're not willing to see the truth or make a decision. You know, you've got 3 twos here, Aries. There seems to be some indecision or truth that you're not willing to face here, because that's what Spirit is saying to you. This is the advice from Spirit saying, you know, there's a truth that you're not facing, or there's a decision that you're not willing to make. And I think it's because you might have been through, there could have been some difficult things to deal with here. You know, things that you thought were solid, you know, came crumbling down as soon as they were tested. We have the Tower here. Now the Tower is generally struck by lightning from the universe on the card. And the Tower comes crumbling down because it wasn't built on solid foundations. It wasn't built to stand the test of time. The Tower reveals truths. It reveals the existence of falsities, things that you think are real and solid and stable, but they're not. It's all part of the light experience. But the universe does this out of love, to align you to the path that you need to be on now. And that is the Tower energy. It is aligning you in a big way. I mean, there's change here. Some of you could have gone through change. But nevertheless, it's a card of liberation. It's a card of alignment to the path that you need to be on. And the best thing that you can do with the Tower is understand the lessons from it. And I feel that's why the Dark Night of the Soul is here. Life brings new meaning for some of you, because you've learnt the lessons that you needed to learn from this. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, things are changing in your favour. You know, this is the wheel turning in your favour, opening up new opportunity, new expansion, new growth. Certainly where money or career are concerned. Some of you could have gone through a difficult time in love, and now you're focusing in terms of getting your own stability and success back on track. You're focusing on your career, I feel, for some of you. Yeah. You're focusing on something that is far more worthwhile. Making life choices, decisions, taking control of the situation that you need to take control of now. The Wheel of Fortune is all linked to your destiny. So whatever this was, you know, Aries, it was destiny. It was always going to be this way. You know, you're being told that there are hidden blessings here. You might not make sense of everything. You might not see the full picture. But it's all part of the divine plan to align you to where you need to be on the path of destiny now. And I do feel for some of you, you know, the way to make a decision or choice and see away from this stuck energy, because you might feel stuck, is to trust your intuition, because that's your connection to the divine. Yeah. I'm going to go here, you know, because the Queen of Swords is a card of Libra, so there could have been a Libra in your life. But I feel for some of you, you are recharging. The Four of Swords is respite from conflict. I feel that if there has been some conflict with a Libra, in particular for some of you, I know it's very specific, this is where you are getting perspective on it. You're understanding how to move forward and on from whatever's happened in the past. This is you allowing yourself to process truths and see a way forward, because this, for me also, Aries, is the Wind of Change card. Page of Swords is the Wind of Change card, everything becoming clear. You see the lawn, the fields, the trees, the clouds are all being blown to the right here. The hair of the Page of Swords. Because everything is becoming clear. So it might well be to do with a Libra. If not, a Libra energy is about getting balance from within in order to get balance in your external environment. The Queen of Swords has balance in her internal environment in order to have balance in her external environment. Now there's also a message of everything becoming clear with the Queen of Swords. She sits above the clouds. Again, everything becoming clear, getting a bigger perspective, making more sense of whatever this was. And I just feel for some of you, it is moving towards something far more solid and secure. Now the Ten of Pentacles, this can be the family card, relationships that can go the distance, but certainly in terms of money and career especially, as soon as you allow yourself to get clarity, see the bigger picture, understand the decisions and steps that you need to take with that Queen of Swords energy, recover from conflict or get your head around a situation, there's no stopping you, because the Ten of Pentacles can be about success on the career front, getting to the place where you want to be. This is material success. This is the money card. But this can also be moving towards new relationships that can go the distance. Working towards relationships that are not going to crumble beneath your feet, like the Tower energy. But moving towards and taking steps towards something that is far more solid and secure. And I do feel for some of you that's what you're taking action towards, the Two of Wands. Constructing a more solid reality in terms of laying the foundations in relationships or laying the foundations in terms of money and career. Because the Ten of Pentacles can be either. But this is relationships that can go the distance. And I feel for some of you that's what you want to move towards. Yeah, there's a revival of passion here being lit within you to take the steps towards the unknown. This is unknown. This is somebody who's taking the first steps towards a vision or a goal. And I feel this is the vision or a goal that you're taking the steps towards now. You want something far more solid and secure, not something that's going to crumble as soon as it's been tested. And that is all to do with, you know, your destiny. Absolutely beautiful, Aries. Very deep energies, I have to say, but very beautiful nevertheless. A lot of Mars energy in here. And the beautiful thing about Mars, it is a neutral energy. You can use it, you know, it can be used to really destroy. Yeah. But it can also be used to really construct your empire, you know, in whatever that means, whether it's in relationships or business and career, all of this kind of energy. Okay. Yeah. I love that. So we've got a message from Heaven card, and it is whatever heaven means to you. I just really like the messages. Go out and plant new life seeds. Sow for your future. Yeah, and that's exactly what you're doing. Take action. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Aries. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful month for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.